Hello, I'm Segun Awolowo. I'm glad to be with you again today. Amazing stuff here that we have been dealing with. Today we're going to be looking at something important again. Why listening to feedback can transform your business. I've kept talking about so many things and then recognizing different set of people that you deal with as an entrepreneur and a business owner. A different set of people that you don't just imagine that the only major important people in your flow are the people that are buying from you, that are set of people that you need to recognize. They are your support staff. They are your team members. They play vital role. As a matter of fact, their level of involvement will determine your level of achievement on the other side. That is very important. So we'll talk about feedbacks, response from the people that you are dealing with. Of course, you recognize that there is no business without the people. There is no business without the people. You are not in business without the people. People are important. So if you settle that, then you know that you have to get to understand what it is that you need to do better. What performance, how are we performing? What is the level of our performance? What it is it that we're doing well, or we're not doing well enough that we need to improve on? Different set of people are going to be responsible for this, and the most important set of people are the people who are inside your team members. There are some opportunities that you get, and then you probably deliver a product, and then you believe you have done the best that you can do. Now, it is the feedback that you get that will help you to know how to improve on those deliveries. And the people who are serving with you, who are your team members, they play a critical role in all of those things. There are times when, as the CEO, the feedback may not come directly to your table. It goes to the table of your team members, and they are the one that will know how to pass the response and the feedback to you. So my recommendation, listen to your team members. There are so many things that they hear that you may not be able to hear, because they have, most of the time, direct contact with the people. They have direct contact with your clients. They have direct contact with your customers. They have direct contact with your buyers. And in the process, they hear the things that you may not be able to hear. They see things that you may not be able to see, especially those who are your marketing and sales agents. There are so many feedback that only them can hear that you may not be able to hear. Now, if you have not created a channel for them to be able to come to you without hesitations, without fear, and without any form of anxiety, it is difficult for you to know what is going on out there. And you can lose out in business if you are not getting feedbacks. Feedback is key and very important to business growth. So relate with your internal customers, your staff. Let them have the liberty and the freedom to be able to relate with you and give you the feedback that they get from the field. And then the other set of people that you need to pay attention to is that you need to be able to give opportunities, allow your clients to be able to relate back to you when it becomes necessary. I'll tell you what, you may think you are doing well, and the people who patronize you may not be getting the best out of what you are doing with them. And then if they move, you lose them completely. It may be difficult for them to come back to you. That's why it is important to always ask consistently, how are we doing? Please let us know. So my advice is this: you can create what I call a feedback form and then send to them to fill. At another time, you can also place a call through and request for them to tell you in all sincerity how you have been able to perform, and then how you have been able to reacted or responded to them when they needed your service. So my advice: always ask questions. Always ask questions. How are we doing? How did we do in the last 3 months, in the last 1 year? What has been your experience? There is no need for you to assume. Don't over assume. Don't assume that everything is okay. I'll tell you what, I've got calls at different levels and which have been very, very amazing. For me, people sharing their experiences when things didn't happen the way they expected, and it has helped us to be able to sit back and re-strategize and plan our structures. Sometimes you may think you have a structure in place that is perfect and good to go. It is the feedback that will help you to know that your structure is not good enough, and then it helps you to go back and restructure and rearrange your flow, your structure, and it helps you to be able to deal with the client more effectively and positively. That's what is important. Always ask questions. Don't ever assume that everything is perfect. One other thing that you may need to do is to develop constant, consistent, relevant relationships with your clients. You don't want to joke with that. Let there be that flow, free flow of conversations and relationship between you and your clients. Let there be that awareness that we can reach him, we can reach her at any time when we need to. And then without being offended, you will be able to take their report and their feedback with gladness and apologetically respond to them, assuring them of getting better experiences. That's very important. If you can afford it, set up a team that will be all out to gather responses and feedback, especially if you are dealing with the public and if your kind of item is what we call fast-moving consumer goods, that the kind of goods that people need to use on daily, regular basis. And then you want to set up a team that will be able to go out and gather information from the people and to know how good your product is doing. This will help you to know how to improve and do better on the things that you do. This is key, and don't overlook it. Get feedback from time to time. One of the things you can do is you can plan every month. We're going to get a team out to get feedback every 2 months or every quarter or every 6 months. This is what we're going to do. Is an exercise that must be ongoing. You can send a message and request for people to make commendations and to respond to your requests of knowing how bad or how good you have performed in the last 3 months or in the last 6 months. And the response that you're going to get will help you to be able to reorganize yourself and deliver. You know what that does is that your existing clients who are going to tell you the reality of what they have been experienced will help you to improve on your dealings with your new potential clients, and then it gives them positive and good experience. Don't forget, always learn to ask relevant questions. Don't assume that you have everything covered. Don't assume that everything is intact. Ask questions and you will get relevant answers. I believe this has helped you today. My name is Segun Awolowo. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Segun Awolowo. It will help you a great deal. God bless you. I see you at another time. Bye for now.